Did you ever stop to think that tomorrow your neighborhood could look like this? Imagine your life's treasures destroyed in a tornado or washed away by a flood. Your wedding pictures, heirlooms, or even a loved one gone, with nothing you could do. You're helpless to prevent it. These are the things in life that no amount of money or insurance could ever replace. Most people don't realize what it's like to survive a natural disaster.
All we heard all night long was, it sounded like a battle. It was just crash, bam, the one came down across the front of the house, and that scared me. And we did have a tornado that came through at 3:45, and by that time I was exhausted and I felt like the whole house was going to blow up. It was probably one of the worst nights of my life.
We had gone to a particular house where the couple had lived there for 50 years, and they had lost everything they had, antiques and all their furniture and everything. They lost it all. And as we left, one of the homeowners cried when we left. She couldn't handle her emotions, and it touched all of us in the same way. There were a few of us that had shed a couple of tears at the same time.
When natural disasters strike, television reporters bring them to our attention. They show us the devastation of hurricanes, earthquakes, and floods. What we don't understand is it takes months or even years after a disaster strikes before most communities recover. The national news moves on to the next story, while families are forgotten and left behind to rebuild their lives.
She said that when the floodwaters came, that it was all gone in the twinkling of an eye. She didn't have anything, and she trusted in the Lord. She said if you trusted in the Lord, she knew that He would provide. And so now that we showed up, she was glad to see us there, and we did get her back into her house. And
sometimes you can't do enough because there's just too much to do. You just can't do enough to get them back together, but you give them a sense of hope when you go down there, that people care. And when total strangers go down and offer help, it gives them maybe the encouragement to want to go on. Maybe life is going to get better for them.
The National Relief Network is a new volunteer disaster relief agency based in West Michigan. The National Relief Network coordinates volunteer disaster relief programs for organizations who want to reach out and help families in need. Our volunteers assist in removing debris, repairing roofs and siding, replacing sheetrock, windows and doors, or whatever the victim's needs happen to be. Due to the geographical distance separating many families, many are left with no one to help. The days of the community barn raising are unfortunately a thing of the past. The National Relief Network brings aid to the families who are most in need. Volunteers cannot believe the satisfaction and special treatment they receive by becoming involved.
I think the people that go down to help get more out of it than the people that we are helping. You learn that you can help other people and not just stay around, oh, I'll give money to this, but actually feel like you are contributing to a worthy cause, and you learn that there is beauty. Like all on the news, you hear about how there's killings and robberies and just how the society is going down, and then you see the look on the people's faces when they see that you're coming down all the way from Michigan, from the north, and see that you want to help. They couldn't believe that we were taking time off school, off jobs, just to come down to help them.
When we have the opportunity to have the people right there, either working with us or coming to see what we have done. Because most of the time, if you look into their eyes, they're just filled with tears, because we are their heroes, and it's pretty neat.
The opportunity to give a little something back. The good Lord's been good to us, and We're down here to help others with a group of kids from 7th and 8th grade class at Ada. And it's been a remarkable experience.
Her horse corral had debris in it, and the fence was down. And this lady, that was when it was raining hard and wet and storming, and she took all of our shirts and gave us some of her shirts, and she washed all of our shirts. She made us hot chocolate, and she got us in her house whenever it started to rain.
We're proud of the National Relief Network and that which we have accomplished. Your support and participation are needed.
I guess my only regret in having to go on these trips is that I can't stay longer and help with whatever needs to be done afterwards.
Please join us in our efforts to bring relief to devastated communities throughout the United States. The National Relief Network, joining hands to defeat disaster.